What if the Pittsburgh Penguins didn't draft Sidney Crosby and Evgeni Malkin? The Pittsburgh Penguins have had some of the best draft luck in the history of the NHL. As a result, they ended up with the dynamic duo of Sidney Crosby and Evgeni Malkin. But what if they weren't as lucky and didn't end up with those two players? How would that affect the Penguins? As you will find out in this video, it will have a huge impact. Originally in the 2003 draft, the Penguins drafted Marc-Andre Fleury with the first overall pick. However, originally in the 2002-2003 season, the Penguins had the second worst record, so that gives them the second overall pick. With the second pick in the 2003 draft, the Penguins select Eric Staal, a highly hyped center at the time. Ironically, in the 2003-2004 season, the Penguins actually had the worst record in the league. This time around, they have the first pick in the draft. With the first pick in the 2004 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Alex Ovechkin, as he was the consensus #1 pick. Originally in the 2005 draft, the Penguins won the Sidney Crosby sweepstakes. The Penguins end up with the third pick in the draft. With the third overall pick in the 2005 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Carey Price. The Pittsburgh Penguins would still have the second overall pick in the 2006 draft, so they still end up with Jordan Staal. The Pittsburgh Penguins now have a core of Alex Ovechkin, Eric Staal, Jordan Staal, and Carey Price. While that core is good, the Penguins would not have won the 2009 Stanley Cup, as Marc-Andre Fleury was a better goalie in 2009 than Carey Price. Also, the combination of Crosby and Malkin is much better than the Staal brothers. Rather than going all in with the current core they have, the Penguins decide to rebuild again around Carey Price. The only other core player the Penguins will keep is Chris Letang. Eric Staal is traded to the Carolina Hurricanes for a first-round pick in 2010 and a first-round pick in 2012. Alex Ovechkin is traded to the Colorado Avalanche for Matt Duchene, Chris Stewart, a first-round pick in 2011, and a first-round pick in 2013. Jordan Staal is traded to the Edmonton Oilers for Sam Gagner and a first-round pick in 2011. Chris Kunitz is traded to the Chicago Blackhawks for a second-round pick in 2010. The Penguins have two first-round picks in the 2010 draft. They have picks 7 and 20. The Penguins trade down at the 2010 draft. They trade pick 7 to the LA Kings for pick 15, 47, and a second round pick in 2011. 2010 draft, pick 15, Vladimir Tarasenko, pick 20, Evgeni Kuznetsov, 47, Tyler Toffoli, 60, Stephen Johns, pick 80, Brian Rust. The Penguins finished the 2010-2011 season with the 6th worst record in the league. The only reason they didn't have a worse record is because of Carey Price. The Penguins now have 3 first-round picks in the 2011 draft. They have picks 6, 11, and 19. At the 2011 draft, the Penguins trade down. They trade pick 11 to the Vancouver Canucks for pick 29 and a second round pick in 2012. 2011 draft, pick 6, Mark Scheifele, pick 19, Oscar Klefbom, pick 29, R.Rakell, pick 36, Brandon Saad, 49, Joel Edmundson. The Penguins again had the 6th worst record in the 2011-2012 season. The Penguins now have 2 first round picks in the 2012 draft. They have picks 6 and 8. 2012 draft, pick 6, Hampus Lindholm, pick 8, Jacob Trouba, 36, Chris Tierney, 57, E.Lindell. The Penguins finished the 2012-2013 season with the worst record in the NHL, as Carey Price missed significant time with injury, and their 2 top prospects had not come over from Russia yet. Since the Penguins aren't our playoff team, they don't trade for Jarome Iginla. With the first overall pick in the 2013 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Nathan MacKinnon. The Penguins finally break through in the 2013-2014 season, but get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. They end up with the 22nd pick in the draft. With the 22nd pick in the 2014 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Kasperi Kapanen. In the 2014-2015 season, the Penguins made a jump from being a good team to being an elite team. The Penguins swept through the Eastern Conference before beating the Chicago Blackhawks in 6 games. In the 2015 offseason, the Penguins had to make a few trades for salary cap sakes. Brandon Saad is traded to the Boston Bruins for a first-round pick in 2015 and a second-round pick in 2016. Matt Duchene is traded to the Nashville Predators for Ryan Ellis. Artemi Panarin is signed to an entry-level contract. At the 2015 draft, the Penguins make a trade. They trade pick 1461 and a first-round pick in 2016 to the Colorado Avalanche for pick 10. With the 10th pick in the 2015 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Mikko Rantanen. The Penguins do end up winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, as their lineup is just incredibly deep. Oscar Klefbom is traded to the Dallas Stars for Jamie Oleksiak, Antoine Roussel, and a first-round pick in 2016. The Penguins got a first-round pick from the Stars in the Oscar Klefbom trade. The Stars have the 26th pick in the draft. This pick now belongs to the Penguins. At the 2016 draft, the Penguins trade up. They trade picks 49 and 61 to the Chicago Blackhawks for pick 39. 2016 draft, pick 27, Brett Howden, pick 39, Alex DeBrincat. By the end of the 2017 season, the Pittsburgh Penguins have won 3 straight Stanley Cups. Fast forward to the 2018 offseason. Tyler Toffoli and Stephen Johns are traded to to the Arizona Coyotes for B.Perlini-Br.Howden-V.Hinostroza and a second-round pick in 2019. Mark Scheifele is traded to the Carolina Hurricanes for Sebastian Aho, a first-round pick in 2019 and a first-round pick in 2021. Jacob Trouba and Brian Rust are traded to the New York Rangers for J.Edmunsson-N.Pionk and a first-round pick in 2020. This is how the lineup looks like before the 2018-2019 season. The first line is Sebastian Aho, Nathan MacKinnon, and Mikko Rantanen. The second line is Artemi Panarin, Evgeni Kuznetsov, and Vladimir Tarasenko. The third line is R.Rakell-C.Tierney-A.Debrincat and A.Panarin-E.Kuznetsov-V. The fourth line is B.Perlini-Br.Howden and V.Hinostroza. First D pair is E.Lindell and Letang. Second D pair is H.Lindholm and R.Rakell-C.Tierney-A.Debrincat. Third D pair is J.Edmunsson and C.Pionk. Goalies are C.Price and C.DeSmith. The Pittsburgh Penguins still end up as a modern-day dynasty. Led by C.Price, the Penguins now have won 4 straight Stanley Cups and are looking to make it 5 in a row. Next, what if the 2015 NHL draft was perfect?